So, welcome to the Equine Vaccine and Holistic Care Conference. I'm Dr. Jeff Grognet, and with me is Dr. Angelique Barbara. And Angel is a dedicated animal wellness expert, and she's had a lifelong passion for equine care along with holistic healing. She holds a Bachelor of Science in Veterinary Science with a minor in equine science, there you go, and also a Master's in Veterinary Pathology and a doctorate in chiropractic. So a lot of varied stuff in there. She's a lifelong equestrian, and she's combined her academic expertise and personal experience to create an incredible program. She's the founder of Holistic Animal Studies, and she empowers practitioners and pet owners worldwide through innovative science-based courses in holistic therapies, promoting optimal health and well-being for animals of all kinds. So welcome, Angelique.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for the great introduction.
You're very welcome. Yeah, no, you're doing a lot of neat stuff out there, helping a lot of horse owners. And so the topic what's the topic we're going to get into today? Describe it for me.
Yeah, so I wanted to take a little spin off of the vaccines and kind of look at it from a different angle, and that's boosting the immune system. And I think a lot of horse owners don't realize that body work can actually have an improvement in their horse's overall immune function, making them healthier. So one of the things that
Okay.
they'll find out when they're learning about the vaccines during this conference is that vaccines will put stress on the animal's immune system.
Yeah.
And depending on whether that's going to cause issues for the horse really depends on how they're able to cope with it. So one of the things that owners can do to help a horse cope with that, if you're in a circumstance where your horse does have to be vaccinated, is through body work. So in this presentation, I'm going to talk to them about basically how it helps the immune system and some simple things that can be done to help boost their immune system through things like massage, kinesiology taping, and other forms of body work.
Great. Yeah. And that's an important part. Not everyone can call it get away with not vaccinating. And so because of that,
Mhm.
it's something you have to do. You can start detoxing, but preparing the horse and then also working with them afterwards is a huge important step. Okay. And that's what
Yeah,
you're
definitely.
focusing on. Yeah. So anyway, Angel has set up a great presentation for us. And so what we're going to do is move into that. Do you want to just intro that a little bit more at all, Angel?
Yeah, so we'll just get started talking a little bit about the horse's immune system, just kind of break it down for you on how it will respond to things like a vaccination. And then we'll talk about body work and what it actually is. I think a lot of horse owners nowadays are familiar with getting massages for their horses, but it's more so for making sure that they're not in pain and that they can perform optimally, which it's great for that. But I think a lot of people don't realize the effect it has on the horse's immune system. So I'm going to break that down for you. I'm going to show you some demos of a student of mine performing a massage on a
Okay.
horse. Also, I'm going to show you a kinesiology taping demo. So I feel like at the end of the presentation, you should have a pretty good understanding of how you can use these modalities to help your horse just cope better to everyday stresses, including vaccines.
Perfect. Okay. Let's get into it.
Hello, everyone. I'm so honored to be here today as part of the Equine Vaccination Online Conference. My name is Dr. Angelique Barbara, and I'm the founder of Holistic Animal Studies. I hold a bachelor's degree in veterinary science with a minor in equine science, a master's in veterinary pathobiology, and a doctorate in chiropractic. I've spent the last 15 years developing and teaching animal bodywork courses to students all over the world. Now, before we dive in, I want to clarify something important. This presentation is not about persuading you to vaccinate or not vaccinate your horse. You'll be hearing from many well-qualified professionals throughout this conference who will address the scientific and medical aspects of vaccination. My goal is a little different. I want to shift the focus slightly to what we can do in addition to vaccination to help support our horse's health. Today, I'll be talking about how equine bodywork, modalities like massage, craniosacral therapy, and kinesiology taping can be powerful tools in promoting immune health, reducing stress, and supporting whole horse wellness. Whether your horse is vaccinated or not, maintaining a strong, balanced immune system and a healthy, resilient body is always our shared goal. Let's explore how hands-on care can become a vital part of your horse's wellness routine. Thank you so much for being here. In this presentation, I want to invite you to look at equine immune health from a broader, more holistic perspective. Beyond vaccinations and into the realm of whole horse wellness, we'll be exploring how equine bodywork, including modalities like massage, craniosacral therapy, and kinesiology taping, can play a valuable role in complementing and supporting the immune system. These hands on therapies aren't replacements for veterinary care, but rather supportive tools that help enhance the horse's natural ability to regulate and defend itself. We know that chronic stress, poor circulation, and nervous system imbalances can weaken the immune response. By using bodywork to reduce stress, stimulate blood and lymph flow, and bring the nervous system into balance, we can create a more resilient foundation for our horse's health. Ultimately, my goal is to encourage integrative care, bringing together traditional veterinary practices with holistic approaches for truly comprehensive wellness. And I hope this talk inspires you, whether you're a horse owner or practitioner, to see the preventive power of bodywork in supporting long-term immune health. To understand how bodywork can support immune health, let's start with a quick overview of the equine immune system. The immune system is the horse's natural defense and regulation mechanism. It protects the body from harmful pathogens and helps maintain internal balance. There are two main components of this system. First, we have innate immunity. This is the horse's first line of defense. It includes physical barriers like the skin and mucous membranes, as well as non-specific responses like inflammation. It's fast, broad, and always ready to act when the body detects a threat. Then we have adaptive immunity. This is a more targeted response that kicks in when the body encounters specific invaders. Adaptive immunity relies on the ability to recognize and remember pathogens, allowing for a stronger and faster response the next time the same threat appears. Together, these systems work in tandem to protect the horse, but they're also influenced by the horse's overall health, stress levels, and nervous system function, which is where bodywork becomes especially relevant. Now, let's take a closer look at the key organs and systems involved in the equine immune response. The lymph nodes, spleen, thymus, and bone marrow all play essential roles in producing, storing, and activating immune cells. These organs work closely with the circulatory and lymphatic systems, which are responsible for moving those immune cells throughout the body and clearing out toxins and waste. But the immune system doesn't operate in isolation. It's influenced by many external and internal factors. Things like stress, diet, environment, rest, movement, and even emotional well-being can either support or hinder immune function. When a horse experiences chronic tension, poor circulation, or nervous system dysregulation, it can impact how efficiently the immune system functions. The goal isn't just to help the horse fight off pathogens, it's to support a balanced immune response that can defend, repair, and regulate the body as a whole. This is where integrative care, including bodywork, becomes a powerful tool in maintaining and enhancing the horse's natural defenses. To support immune health effectively, we need to understand what challenges it. Horses face several common stressors that can significantly weaken immune resilience if not addressed. One major factor is chronic stress. This could come from physical pain, emotional tension, isolation, or inconsistent daily routines. When a horse experiences stress over time, it triggers a hormonal cascade that suppresses immune function, making them more vulnerable to illness and slower to recover. Travel and competition are also major immune stressors. The trailer ride itself, exposure to new environments and unfamiliar pathogens, changes in diet and routine. All of these elements put strain on the horse's system. Even horses that seem to handle travel well can experience hidden stress that affects them at a physiological level. By identifying and mitigating these immune challenges, especially through supportive therapies like bodywork, we can help our horses stay healthier, recover faster, and feel more balanced overall. In addition to stress and travel, there are several other immune challenges that can impact our horses on a daily basis. First, we have environmental factors, things like dust, mold, poor air quality, chemical exposure, and extreme temperatures. These elements constrain the respiratory system and burden the immune system, especially in sensitive horses or those with existing conditions. Next is chronic inflammation. This often stems from unresolved injuries or long-term musculoskeletal tension. Even low-grade inflammation can drain immune resources as the body stays in a state of heightened alert and repair. Nutritional imbalance is another key factor. Without the right building blocks, vitamins, minerals, proteins, the body can't effectively defend itself or recover from illness or injury. Even a well-fed horse may lack critical nutrients if the diet isn't balanced or digestible. And finally, after vaccination or illness, the immune system is in a heightened response state and can become temporarily taxed. These are periods where horses can really benefit from extra support, both physically and emotionally, to restore balance and resilience. Understanding these challenges helps us create wellness plans that go beyond symptom management. And that's where bodywork can play a powerful role. When we think of the immune system, we often focus on its ability to defend against threats. But that's only part of the picture. A truly healthy immune system is not just reactive, it's regulated. It knows when to turn on and respond, and just as importantly, it knows when to turn off and return to a state of balance. If the immune system becomes overactive, it can actually create new problems. Things like chronic inflammation, allergic reactions, or even autoimmune responses where the body starts attacking itself. On the other hand, an underactive immune system leaves the horse more vulnerable to infections, slower healing, and a general lack of vitality. So the goal is to create a balanced immune response, one that's responsive and intelligent. And this is where bodywork can be incredibly helpful. By calming the nervous system, relieving tension, and supporting circulation, we give the immune system the best possible environment to operate efficiently and appropriately. So, how does bodywork actually help support immune health? One of the primary ways is by activating the parasympathetic nervous system. This is the rest and digest mode where healing, repair, and immune regulation naturally take place. When a horse is relaxed and calm, the body can divert energy away from stress responses and toward restoration. Bodywork also helps reduce systemic inflammation by relieving muscle tension, improving circulation, and promoting overall tissue health. This takes pressure off the immune system and prevents it from getting locked into a chronic inflammatory state. Another major benefit is that bodywork supports lymphatic drainage and blood flow, two critical systems that help transport immune cells, remove toxins, and maintain a clean internal environment. Ultimately, the goal is to create resilience, a state where the horse's immune system is strong, balanced, and able to respond appropriately and efficiently without remaining stuck in fight or flight or chronic defense mode. Let's define what we mean by equine bodywork. Bodywork refers to therapeutic, hands-on techniques used to support a horse's musculoskeletal system, nervous system, and even energetic balance. These are non-invasive, holistic approaches that help improve physical function and promote healing. Some of the most common modalities include massage, myofascial release, craniosacral therapy, kinesiology taping, and acupressure, just to name a few. Each of these techniques works in a slightly different way, but all aim to relieve tension, support alignment, and restore balance to the body. When used consistently, equine bodywork can be a powerful part of a horse's wellness routine, helping them move better, feel better, and build resilience from the inside out. So, what are the key benefits of equine bodywork? First, it helps to reduce physical tension and chronic pain, which can interfere with movement, behavior, and overall wellness. It also lowers stress by activating the parasympathetic nervous system, helping the horse shift into a relaxed state where healing and immune regulation can occur. Bodywork improves circulation and lymphatic flow, which supports detoxification and enhances the immune system's ability to move and clear out cellular waste. It also enhances performance, flexibility, and emotional well-being, helping horses feel more comfortable and confident in their bodies. Most importantly, it helps the body return to balance, promoting overall resilience and making the horse better equipped to handle daily challenges. Bodywork is especially valuable before and after vaccinations, travel, or other stressors, as it helps support recovery, regulate the immune system, and maintain homeostasis. Now I'd like to share a short video demonstration featuring one of my students performing a massage session on a horse. This is a great example of how hands-on bodywork can be used to support both physical relaxation and immune function. She begins with long, gentle effleurage strokes. These are smooth, gliding movements that help relax the superficial muscles and calm the nervous system. Effleurage stimulates the parasympathetic response, helping the horse shift out of stress and into a state of rest and recovery. It also encourages lymphatic flow, which is essential for immune support and detoxification. As the horse begins to relax, she transitions into deeper petrissage strokes. These involve kneading and lifting the muscles to release deeper layers of tension, improve circulation, and break up adhesions or stagnant tissue. This not only improves mobility and comfort, but also helps the body more efficiently deliver immune cells and remove waste products from the tissues. This type of bodywork session is a perfect example of how simple, intentional touch can boost immune resilience, reduce chronic inflammation, and support whole horse wellness. Now, let's talk about a case study that highlights how bodywork can support a horse during post-vaccine recovery. This is Dusty, a 12-year-old quarter horse gelding. After receiving his routine vaccinations in the neck area, Dusty developed localized pain and swelling at the injection site. Over the next few days, his owner noticed he became uncomfortable during grooming, started resisting the halter, and showed a noticeable decrease in neck mobility. These are fairly common reactions, but they can still cause stress and tension that linger beyond the initial soreness. In Dusty's case, we incorporated gentle massage and myofascial release techniques to reduce inflammation, encourage drainage, and restore his comfort and range of motion. Within just a couple of sessions, Dusty showed significant improvement. His swelling decreased, his neck movement returned to normal, and his behavior while grooming became much more relaxed. This case illustrates how bodywork can be a gentle, non-invasive way to ease post-vaccine discomfort, support immune recovery, and help the horse feel safe and balanced again. To support Dusty's recovery from his post-vaccine reaction, we began the initial bodywork session on day 3, once the acute inflammation had started to subside but localized discomfort remained. We started with gentle myofascial release around the cervical and shoulder areas to relieve fascial tension, promote circulation, and improve mobility in the neck. This helped create space for healing and supported a healthy inflammatory response. We also applied lymphatic drainage kinesiology tape in a fan pattern over and around the swollen area. This technique gently lifts the skin to encourage fluid movement, reduce swelling, and improve lymphatic flow, an essential part of immune support and tissue repair. To further promote healing and relaxation, we included craniosacral therapy, which calms the nervous system and enhances the body's natural ability to self-correct. Follow-up sessions continued with light massage and targeted fascial work to maintain mobility and reduce residual tightness. We also reapplied the kinesiology tape as needed to continue supporting drainage and tissue recovery. Throughout the process, Dusty was closely monitored for his comfort, mobility, and overall demeanor. And his positive response affirmed how powerful bodywork can be in supporting immune regulation and post-vaccine recovery. The results of Dusty's sessions were both clear and encouraging. After just the first session, there was a noticeable reduction in swelling and tenderness at the injection site. Dusty became visibly more comfortable and less reactive. By day 5, he was willingly accepting the halter again and had returned to enjoying grooming, something he had previously been resisting due to discomfort. By day 8, Dusty had fully regained his neck mobility, and his demeanor was relaxed, showing no signs of residual pain. This case is a powerful example of how bodywork can serve as an effective, non-invasive support for horses experiencing post-vaccine reactions. Through a combination of massage, kinesiology, taping, and craniosacral therapy, we were able to manage inflammation, promote lymphatic flow, and regulate the nervous system, all without the use of medications. It reinforces the idea that bodywork isn't just about physical comfort, it's about enhancing the body's natural ability to heal, adapt, and thrive. I also want to share a quick story about a horse I met during a clinic a few years ago. This one had a very different experience than Dusty. This was a beautiful older gelding who years earlier had a severe reaction to a routine vaccination in the neck. Unfortunately, no bodywork or supportive therapy was provided at the time. His swelling and discomfort were chalked up as normal and just left to resolve on their own. But they didn't. Years later, this horse still had a noticeable knot in the injection site, limited neck mobility, and guarded behavior anytime someone tried to halter or groom him. The chronic tension in that area had also started to affect his movement and posture overall. His owner was heartbroken to realize how something so routine had led to long-term physical and emotional consequences, simply because no one had thought to support his recovery with gentle bodywork. It was a powerful reminder for both of us that even small interventions, like a few sessions of massage or lymphatic taping, can make a huge difference in preventing these long-term complications and helping horses recover fully and comfortably.
All right, so let's say Shay has some swelling on her leg. She could be stocked up, she could have got kicked, or she could have a contusion on her side from another horse kicking her. What we would do then is we would use the fan cutting to try to remove that inflammation out of the area. So the way that we cut that is we're actually going to cut 5 little fingers out of the tape, about this long. We want to leave a portion as a base, so we're not going to cut that portion. We're just going to cut these little strips, these little finger projections. And that is going to look like this when we're done. Kind of like a little octopus guy. That's our fan cutting. So then what we're going to do to make it easier to put this down on her is I'm going to rip each piece of paper down at the base of these little finger projections so that they're all separated from each other. I'm going to rip each piece. So see, they're all separated. Then I'm going to peel back. I'm going to peel this piece of paper off of the base. And I'm going to place the base on Shay's leg. Notice I'm putting the base on the superior portion of the leg and the fingers down lower. Let's say that her swelling's all down here through the knee and down in the lower leg. We always want the base to be facing towards the heart. So in the extremities, we want to pump it back towards the trunk because we want to bring the inflammation back towards the heart. So I'm going to pull off the paper on the back of these, and as I'm pulling off the paper, I'm going to be laying down these little finger projections with just paper off tension. We're not going to put any stretch into these. We're just going to lay them down. I'm just going to kind of spread them out over the inflammation. Just go right over the inflamed areas. And that's going to help just draw the inflammation out and up the tape. So that's what that looks like. Now, whenever we're doing a fan, we want to do at least 2. So what we would do at this point is we would cut another one that looks identical to this, put a base about right here, and put the finger projections going over the leg in a crisscross motion, crisscrossing with these other finger projections, and that's just going to help draw the inflammation up even more so. So this is what we would do for any kind of inflammatory soft tissue or joint thing that's going on where we want to decrease inflammation.
So how does bodywork fit into the bigger picture of vaccination and preventive care? Bodywork is not a replacement for veterinary medicine, but it's a powerful complement, especially when it comes to enhancing recovery, reducing the risk of side effects, and supporting whole horse health. First, it promotes a calm, parasympathetic state, which is the ideal environment for recovery. When the nervous system is calm and balanced, the immune system can respond appropriately to the vaccine and begin the healing process without getting stuck in prolonged inflammation. It also improves lymphatic drainage, which helps the body efficiently clear cellular debris, remove toxins, and transport immune cells to where they're needed. This can reduce post-vaccine swelling and help prevent the buildup of residual tension or inflammation at the injection site. By including Bodywork in your post-vaccine care plan, you're not just helping the horse feel better. You're actively supporting immune regulation, tissue repair, and long-term wellness. Continuing from where we left off, Bodywork also helps reduce muscular tension and compensatory strain that can develop when a horse reacts to soreness at the injection site. Often, a horse will adjust how it moves or holds its posture to avoid discomfort, which can lead to longer-term issues if not addressed. It also minimizes stress responses, which is especially beneficial for sensitive or anxious horses who may already struggle with routine handling, injections, or vet visits. A calmer horse is not only easier to manage, but more physiologically equipped to heal and bounce back quickly. The ideal time to incorporate Bodywork is both before and after vaccinations. Beforehand, it helps prepare the body by calming the nervous system and encouraging optimal circulation. Afterward, it supports recovery by reducing swelling, soothing tissue, and restoring balance. Ultimately, Bodywork is not meant to replace veterinary care. It's a valuable part of a holistic wellness plan designed to complement and enhance traditional approaches, promoting long-term health and resilience. Let's talk about some signs your horse might benefit from Bodywork. You might notice reluctance to move forward, bend, or pick up a specific lead. These subtle changes in movement often reflect underlying discomfort or muscular imbalance. There can also be behavioral changes, like increased irritability, anxiety, or resistance under saddle. Sometimes what looks like attitude is really just pain or tension the horse can't communicate any other way. Sensitivity to touch or grooming, especially in the neck, back, or girth area, is another common sign. If your horse flinches or avoids contact in certain areas, it could be a signal that something deeper is going on. You may also observe asymmetry in posture or movement, difficulty standing for the farrier, or frequent weight shifting to relieve discomfort. Even changes in energy level or overall demeanor, such as fatigue, dullness, or restlessness, can be signs that the body is out of balance and in need of support. And of course, anytime your horse has experienced post-vaccination soreness, inflammation, travel, illness, or other stressors, it's an ideal time to use Bodywork as a recovery and regulation tool. By recognizing these signs early and responding with Bodywork, we can often prevent chronic issues from developing and help support long-term wellness and performance. Let's take a moment to talk about the importance of consistency and qualified practitioners when it comes to equine bodywork. Like any health or fitness practice, bodywork is most effective when done consistently. It's not just a one-time fix for when something goes wrong. It works best as part of a regular wellness routine. This helps maintain balance, catch small issues before they become big ones, and build trust between horse and handler. But just as important as consistency is proper technique. Bodywork done incorrectly or inconsistently can do more harm than good. That's why it's essential to work with a trained professional, or if you're an owner, to learn how to do it safely and correctly yourself. That's where my program comes in. I offer online courses specifically designed for horse owners who want to learn how to properly and safely massage their horses. These courses walk you through step-by-step techniques and give you the tools to confidently support your horse's health. In addition to massage, we also offer training in kinesiology, taping, cold laser therapy, and other effective hands-on modalities, all with a focus on safety, simplicity, and holistic care. With the right guidance and a consistent approach, bodywork can become one of the most powerful tools in your horse's wellness toolkit. As a thank you for watching this presentation and being part of this important conversation about equine wellness, I have a special gift for you. We're offering you free access to our course on how to determine if your horse is experiencing pain or lameness. This course is designed to help you recognize subtle signs of discomfort in your horse, so you can intervene early and support their health more effectively. In addition, I encourage you to take advantage of the free trials we offer for many of our modality courses, including massage, kinesiology taping, cold laser therapy, and more. These previews will give you a sense of how these techniques work and whether they're a good fit for you and your horse. To explore our training options, visit our website at www.holisticanimalstudies.net. You can also use our site to find a certified practitioner near you if you're looking for professional support. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. Immunity isn't just an internal process. It's shaped by the whole body, the mind, and the environment. When we take a holistic approach, we're not just supporting the immune system, we're supporting the whole horse. Bodywork plays a vital role in that system. It helps reduce stress, improve circulation, support detoxification, and most importantly, helps the horse maintain balance and resilience in an ever-changing world. I encourage you to keep learning and exploring integrative care. Blend science with intuition and don't be afraid to get hands-on. Whether you're a professional or a passionate horse owner, there are always new tools and techniques to discover. You're invited to explore our online courses and join our growing community of horse lovers who are dedicated to mindful, informed, and compassionate care. Thank you so much for being here, for showing up for your horses, and for walking this path of whole horse wellness and connection.
So that was a great presentation, Angel. I think people are going to be able to come from that and go, hey, I want to implement those ideas. I want to use them. And it's something that is achievable for most horse owners, which is great. Anything more on that at all?
Yeah, so what I encourage owners to do is basically, if you want to learn more, I do have a free course for you guys. I mentioned it a little bit in the presentation, but it will teach you how to determine if your horse is actually having issues that could benefit from body work. So I do encourage you to get into that course. And also, if you want to go further, I do have other courses that can teach you how to do this in more depth with your animals. Or if you want to just find a practitioner, that's fine too, because I do have a list of practitioners pretty much all over the world that can help you with these modalities as well, whether it be massage, kinesiology taping, craniosacral therapy. There's a number of different things that we can do to help. And just, keep learning. That's the biggest thing, is just keep educating yourself and learning about different things that you can do to help your horse.
Yeah. And I'm always emphasizing that exact point, Angel, and that is learn. And by doing that, you know what you can do, what you can't do with your horse, and you can make it the best bond and also the healthiest beast that you've got around, right? So thank you for coming. Thank you for coming on board, Angel. This has been just great.
And thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Okay, and thank you everyone for watching. And definitely get that link, click the link and get that lesson from Angel. You'll be able to learn a little bit more in depth. And then I'll see you in the next webinar.